I would like to welcome you all to this story series of the appearance of Lord Shri Krishna in this world. In today's age of Kali Yuga, only a few fortunate people can listen to the sweetest stories of Lord Shri Krishna. Lord Shri Krishna is the life giver of all the souls as well as Sarvatma. It means he lives inside the heart of every soul, providing life and power to all souls in order for them to exist. Lord Shri Krishna's story is so sweet that even the minds of great yogis who are detached from everything are enchanted by it. Even the people who are engaged in worldly enjoyment and who commit sins due to their attachment to worldly success also find enjoyment in the stories of Shri Krishna. Thus, except for the person with the intention of harming his very soul, everyone is always enchanted by the sweetest pastimes of Lord Shri Krishna. At the time of the Mahabharata war, Kaurav's army was very powerful. They have powerful warriors like Bhishma, Drona, Karna, and many more who could single-handedly defeat the entire army of the Pandavas. The Pandavas' army was very weak as compared to the Kauravs. But astonishingly, the Pandavas won the war because victory always resides there where Lord Shri Krishna resides. No matter how powerful the enemy is, victory will always be achieved by those who have Lord Shri Krishna by their side, because Shri Krishna is the Supreme Personality who is the Master of the infinite universes. After Mahabharata was finished, Ashwasthama hit the Parikshit with Brahmastra, who was inside the womb of his mother Uttara. At that time also, Shri Krishna protected Parikshit from Brahmastra before he took birth. Now let's start the story of the appearance of the Almighty Lord Shri Krishna on our earth. About 5,000 years ago, it was the end of the Dwapar Yuga, which would be followed by the Kali Yuga. At that time, all the rulers were very arrogant and were acting against the Dharma. They were actually not the kings, but the demons in the form of king. Due to their burden of sins and corruption, Mother Earth was in great sorrow. Then Mother Earth went to Brahmaji while taking the form of a cow and told him about the present situation of the earth, which is full of sinners and demons. Brahmaji listened to the cry of the earth. Then Brahmaji, along with Lord Shankar, celestial gods, and Mother Earth in the form of a cow, went to the shore of Kshir Sagar, which is the abode of Lord Shri Krishna. Lord Shri Krishna is even worshipped by celestial gods. He fulfills all the wishes of his devotees as well as make all their sorrows and sufferings go away. He alone is the master of this whole world. They reached the shore of Kshir Sagar and started singing the glories of Lord Shri Krishna. While singing, Brahmaji attained the state of Samadhi, a deep meditative state, and heard a divine voice from the sky. Then Brahmaji, who is also the creator of this world, said to the celestial gods along with Mother Earth, "O dears, I heard the voice of Lord Shri Krishna. He said that he is already aware of the suffering of the earth. He is the God of the gods. He is Sarvantaryami, which means he knows all the thoughts of all the souls in finite universes. Thus, to remove the burden of sins and corruption from this earth, he has decided to descend on this earth. This time not the avatar, but the Lord Shri Krishna himself, who is the master of the infinite universe, will appear on this earth in the house of Vasudev. Lord says, who is the Amsa, part of Lord Shri Krishna and possesses thousands of heads, will also descend to this earth before Shri Krishna. He will appear in the form of his elder brother Balaram. The Yog Maya Shakti of Lord Shri Krishna will also partially appear on this earth. Brahmaji, the master of even Prajapati, descended to his abode Satyalok after saying this to God. During that time, there was a Yaduvamshi king named Surasen. He used to reside at Mathura while ruling over Mathura Mandal and Surasen Mandal. Surasen had a son named Vasudev and he married Devaki. After marriage, they sat on a chariot to return home. King Ugrasen had a son named Kamsa who was the cousin and brother of Devaki. He used to love Devaki very much, so for her pleasure he decided to drive their chariot himself and send her home. Devaki's father was Devak, who loved her very much. At her marriage, Devak gifted her with 400 elephants, 15,000 horses, 1800 chariots and 200 maidens. For the auspiciousness, people were playing Sankha, Mridanga and Dundubi. Kamsa was the Sarathi, driver of the chariot of Devaki and Vasudev and was taking them home. Suddenly a lightning bolt came out of the sky along with a divine voice stating, "O foolish Kamsa, those who are residing at your chariot and whom you are taking back to their home, their 8 children will be the cause of your death." Kamsa was actually very papi. His cruelty has no limit. He was a disgrace to the Bhoj Vamsa. When he heard the voice from the sky, he took out the sword and caught the sister by her hair and tried to kill her. He was very cruel and had committed numerous sins, so his hands didn't stop before trying to kill her sister. Seeing this, Vasudev tried to make him calm and explain in a polite tone. He said, "O Prince Kamsa, you are the heir of the Bhoj Vamsa. Even great warriors who are valiant sing your praises. This Devaki in front of you is first a woman, then your sister, and third the auspicious moment of marriage. On this occasion you must not kill her. O brave, those who take birth also have to die one day, either today or 100 years later. It is a bitter truth of life. When a person is dead, their soul attains another body according to their karma in this life. Even if a person doesn't wish to leave this body, he has to do this in compulsion. At the time of death, the soul achieves the body of that form which it remembers and contemplates. But the soul, due to its ignorance, thinks he is the body and not the soul. Hence, when this body dies, he thinks as if he, that is the soul, dies. O Kamsa, your sister Devaki is young and powerless. She is like your daughter and her marriage is also just finished. So at this time, you must not kill her." In this way, Vasudev tried to convince Kamsa not to kill Devaki, but Kamsa was a demon-like personality who was very cruel, so he didn't change his mind and decided to kill Devaki. The first part of the story ends here and soon the second part will be released. And if you like the video, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe the channel. Till then, take care, goodbye and namaste. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram